Hi there, this is McAllister. Once again, if you have nothing better to do, I think you're going to have some fun. This is called 3D Animation Videos for Dummies. If you are in the slow group, if you're a non-techie, I'm trying to make this as simple as possible to put everything together. Assuming you've gotten through the first 5 videos, you now have expertise on how to create a 3D animation video. Background, movement, and all that good stuff. Now we're going to move it up one notch. I'm going to show you how to edit and remix a song from scratch. Let me say that again. I'm going to show you how to edit and remix a song from scratch. Now, how am I going to do this? Well, I bet you've been never asked. First of all, you're going to see the landing page for MixCraft. Okay? Now, as you see at the top, I mean, how slow can you be? You got to go to File, and you got to open a new file. Okay? You with me on that? So at the bottom, you're going to see 4 tabs. Hang with me. The first tab is Project. That's the starting point. The second tab is Sound. The third tab is Mixer. That's when you get into that sweeten it up and a little wet, a little dry, and all that good stuff. And the fourth tab is Library. Now, here's where it gets complicated. To start a project, the way that I'm doing it, I'm going to go to the library first. Here's the reason. There are a lot of generic sounds that I can use as a starting point. And if you look under on the lower left hand side, it says Instruments. You can select anything you want and get a generic song to put in. So once I do that, that is going to go to the first track. Now, what I'm going to do, I've put this in my desktop. You with me on this? If you see this right here, it says Mac Project. Come on. Hello? How more simplified can that be? So I know that whatever I do, I put everything in my folder, and I put everything on my desktop. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the song, or the audio track actually, and put that on the first track. We're at that point. Let me explain what's going on. First of all, because you are a dummy, you are non-techie, I'm going to assume you're over 40 years old. The reason being, any kid can write source code before they hit puberty. So you want to learn some new skills. So like I say, I'm just trying to explain it where a 12-year-old can understand it. Okay? So assuming you know absolutely nothing about remixing music, this is what I've done. I went to MixCraft. That part you figured out, right? This is the landing page once again. This is the first track, which is basically a generic track. If you look at the bottom where it says Master Effects, I want to put some sugar in the mix. So the first thing I want to do is do reverb. Now, when I click down on that little spot, it's going to say Edit, which is the next thing. I want to edit the reverb. Now you can do this any way that you want. It says reverberation. I set it at 70. The wet and the mix, basically, the wet or the dry, I should say. The wetter it is, the more vibrant and more vibrating it sounds. So I've set the wet mix at 40. I set the dry mix at 100. Then, moving right along, as they say in showbiz, now you want to do the EQ, the equalizer. At the top, when you go to edit, you're going to see some basic settings. The first one says basic low boost. It's kind of muddy for me, so it doesn't really float my boat. So then, these are all presets. I don't have to do anything. This is the HAL 2014 working with you. So then I go to basic high boost. It's exactly what I want. Okay, so far so good. Now we've accomplished mission number 1. I have the music track. Now, let me explain a few things about digccmixture.org. The problem you're going to run into if you try to take any kind of sampling, there's 2 nasty words called copyright infringement. I support Creative Commons and DigCC Mixture. Here's the reason. They are an open source program. This means that anyone can submit an acapella music or whatever. Anyone can take it and they can do anything they want to with it, and it's absolutely free. So, I selected an artist named Franz Arp. The only thing he did on the particular cut that I selected, he did a background acapella. So I'm going to take the background acapella, put it into the music track, and then re-edit. Now, here's the way I'm going to do it. Watch this. Pay close attention. There might be a midterm. I don't know. This depends on the kind of mood I'm in. The moment you have been waiting for. I have put everything together from start to finish. This is the landing page. Now see, the first track is the music video. I did all the sweetening, did all the reverberation and everything I wanted on that. Then I took an audio track from DigCC Mixture, Franz Arp, and I chopped it up, did the same thing, sweetened the sound. I put some delay in this also. The whole selection runs for about 3 minutes. Now this is something that I created from scratch with my non-techie self. So I have to give it a name. And then in the final video, I'm going to show you how to put everything together with iClone 3D animation and the music. So the name of the selection is called MD 2020 Requiem for a Wino in the key of F. Enjoy.
Shake to dry, beautiful girl, gone. Like a story, on and on and on and on. Here tonight, shake to dry, beautiful girl. On and on and on and on and on. Here tonight, shake to dry, beautiful girl, gone. Here tonight, shake to dry.